a long time no chat, at least for me. Like, I know for you guys, you're like, Kat, we just saw you the other day. But for me, it has been a minute. You guys, I have not worked a flight. I did go to Germany. If you guys missed that, there's a ton of videos of our trip. So we were there for almost 2 weeks, but that was just like my personal time. But work-wise, I have not worked in over a month. It has been crazy. It feels so weird. It's gonna be a very surreal feeling being back at the airport. We missed all of the February storms and all of the craziness as far as work schedule goes, which I'm a little bit happy about. That stuff is just like really hard, especially on your mental health sometimes. So like, I'm kind of glad like I skipped that whole chapter. So essentially right now I am on reserve. I'm number 1 for a 2 or 3 day on wrap B. So it's only a matter of minutes before they call me, but I should still have a little bit of time before my check-in. The system is a little weird, so I'm not even gonna explain all that, but just know it's a matter of minutes before call, but we still got a little time before check-in. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making some pasta with some extra lean ground turkey, getting some meals together for my lunch pack, packing everything up. And then once they call and I figure out where I'm going, I'm gonna pack my bag and we are gonna head on out of here. So enough chat, now let's get to cooking. So this wouldn't be a cat vlog if it didn't start off with a little chaos. So basically crew scheduling was calling me to assign me a sequence while I was trying to strain the pasta. Long story short, I couldn't answer the phone and do both at the same time. So I dropped the pasta in the sink along with some dirty dishes. So we can't recover it. So I looked everywhere in my pantry to see if I could find any more pasta. The only other stuff I have is this Thai rice noodles. So this is just what's gonna have to do. So I am reboiling. I'm reboiling some water and gonna do this to put with the rest of the food. Okay, sorry for the water boiling in the background. It's intense. Things are going down. But it looks like we are working a 3-day trip. I am position 2, so I will be all the way in the back working the main cabin galley. Our sign-in time is not until 5:55. Which right now it's like 1:35, so we have plenty of time. So today we are just working one flight. We are going from Dallas to Portland, and we are gonna have almost a 14-hour layover, a little under 14 hours. And then tomorrow we are gonna be laying over doing a long Phoenix layover. So it's really not a bad trip. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. Oh baby, that's meant business. Let's turn that down a bit. We were successful and I got a facial in the meantime. I guess let's mix this together before I die.
Call me the Joker, call me the fool. When she calls, I always seem to lose my cool. Baby.
Okay, somehow we survived that. I'm not sure how. I think we got out by the skin of our teeth, but I figure I'm gonna go ahead and show you like everything that I'm bringing with me on this trip, because I know a lot of you guys are like interested in like what I pack, what I bring, all that sort of stuff. So here, let me set you down and show you. Okay, so to kick us off, I'm bringing 3 little containers of that pasta that I brought with the lean ground turkey. I hard-boiled eggs yesterday, so I'll be bringing 2 huevos. I also have leftover chicken strips from last night from Chicken Express. The other thing I will be bringing, I really packed like a hodgepodge of containers this time around. All right, so the other thing I will be bringing are these crackers, and then I'm bringing 3 of the light little Bluebell cheeses. Is this Bluebell? Is this Bluebell? Not me remembering that Bluebell is ice cream in Texas. It's Laughing Cow. So I will be bringing 3 of these little Laughing Cow wedges. And then I also put it I should have known better. Some berries, so this is just raspberries and blueberries in there. So the next thing I will be bringing are 2 kiwis. I know they're a little past their prime, but they're still good. I will be bringing 2 Verb energy bars. I've told y'all I always leave these in my bag just because you never know when you're gonna need them. They're great to have as a backup. So both of these are the caramel macchiato flavor. Also another thing that I like to just throw in my bag. Don't know if I'm gonna eat it, don't really care because I can always just take it out and throw it back. So this is just like a little muffin power cup. And then if you guys are new to this channel, you don't know how crazy I quite am yet, but I'm pretty loco. And if you haven't figured it out yet by the rest of this video so far, you'll figure it out by this next item. I am bringing ranch. So I love the Bolthouse ranch. It's only 45 calories for 2 tablespoons. It's great. I love ranch on my pasta. You can judge me if you want. You're making a mistake though, because it's basically like pizza, but it's pasta. So I like to put a little ranch with it. That's all of the food I'm gonna be bringing, but then comes my secret weapon. And then I will also be bringing some of this. So a lot of you guys have been asking me recently about like what this is. I've been bringing this coffee in my bag for a little bit now because it saves me money. It saves me time from having to search for coffee shops that may or may not be open. And I do quickly wanna say thank you to Commentier for sponsoring today's video because I am obsessed with your products. So basically it's like these little coffee pods. Now obviously, obviously there's usually a lot more in here than this. I have definitely been drinking it, but they just have like these little pods in there and you just leave this in the freezer. So it says like keep frozen on it. But then when you want to drink it, you can just throw it into the fridge so it can defrost in there for up to 72 hours for you to drink it, which is amazing because that is actually perfect for my flight attendant trip. So it can get me through a 3 or a 4 day, but that's not the only thing that has to do with these. So Commentier is a completely new way of making coffee. There is nothing else like it on the market. It is the only 100% brewed coffee that is flash frozen to lock in the freshness. And it is perfect because you just take this pod and once it is defrosted, which also if you want to flash defrost it, you can just run it over some hot water. But once you take this pod and it's defrosted, you can make the coffee either hot or iced. So it's perfect for me if I'm on the airplane, if I'm in my hotel or whatever I'm doing, because basically I can add ice and water and have a nice iced coffee, or I can brew some water in the coffee pot in the hotel room, or I can do it in the airplane, and then that way I have a nice fresh brewed cup of coffee and the taste is phenomenal. And just so you guys can see it, these are the flavors that I have. So it will say on there if it's like a dark or a medium. This one's also a medium and this one's a light. So Commentier has a monthly shipment that comes right to your door with a variety of incredible roasters, and for a limited time, you will get 30% off your first purchase plus free shipping when you use my link in my description box. So head on down. And once again, thank you to Commentier for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go get our bags packed, get our uniform on, and get ready to head out the door. Okay, so for Phoenix, it looks like it's going to be between 46 to 64. That's actually pretty cold. All right, in Portland, it looks like we are sitting between the 30s and the 50s with a little bit of rain. So I guess we're just gonna use that to figure out what to pack. A little bit all over the place, but we'll figure it out.
I'm just a moth to your plane.
Okay, you guys, we are here and it feels so weird. Like, I don't want to be dramatic because it hasn't been that long. It's been like a month. A lot has changed though. Full service is back, the full shebang, the hot towels, the cooked meals, the warm nuts. All of it is back, thank goodness. I am not the lead flight attendant today, so I don't have to deal with any of that. I'm gonna have to do a little refresher course. I'm sure I've got it. It's like muscle memory. You've done it so many times. I've been doing this for years. So I should know what I'm doing. This shouldn't be any big thing. But anyways, let's go ahead and get our stuff out. We are here a bit early and I am a little bit hungry. So I might sit at the gate, eat something before we have to go work, but let's get our stuff out, go inside, get through security, get all signed in and all that jazz.
You know it, baby. Loving you is a train wreck waiting to
Okay, so we are here. Welcome to Portland, Oregon. So already I love this hotel room. So I'm gonna go ahead and get changed. I'll tell you how the flight went. I'll show you around and all that stuff, but let's go ahead and put our stuff away first. So here is our lovely entryway where I hung up my stuff. And then you come around, and here is the beautiful bedroom with both of the beds. They didn't have a luggage rack in here, so I just went ahead and used this. So I got all the food put away, but I do think I'm gonna have a little bit of this as a late night snack. So right now it is 9:54 local time, which actually means it is 11:54 Dallas time, and I am feeling it. I forgot how like hard on the body sometimes like flying can be. It's just like exhausting. Even though it was one flight, it was just like a long flight. It was good though. Everything was good. We did have some minor catering issues, but nothing we couldn't work around. We just had to finesse a little bit and it was a-okay. But other than that, it went really, really well. The crew is super nice. So it was a nice step, nice dipping your foot back in the flight attendant water. The flight water, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have a snack and start getting ready to crawl into the bed because I am exhausted, and I will see you guys tomorrow to get ready for our next flight. Night. Good morning, you guys. I'm shocked with myself. I actually woke up like long before my alarm clock. I cannot believe it. I've already done like my morning meditations and everything, and right now my phone is upside down. Right now it is 8:57, so I'm gonna start getting the coffee brewing. I got my makeup and skincare bag. I've got my hair stuff with me, so we're gonna start getting ready. Show time is not for like an hour 45, so we got plenty of time to lollygag around. But today we are gonna be working 2 flights. We are going from Portland to Dallas, Dallas to Phoenix. I don't know if there is a sit, because you guys know as well as I do that I don't check these things before I get on here, because why would I? It just makes too much sense. So I'm not sure if there's a sit or anything, but we're only working those 2 flights. I think it's gonna be pretty good, but let's go ahead and get some coffee brewing. I'm excited for my coffee. All right, the only real question is, do we want iced or hot coffee? Okay, so I think I'm gonna do some hot coffee. So basically how I do this is I take the Mr. Coffee pot over here, and I'm going to brew the water through the pot. It's essentially the exact same of what you would do if you were like gonna make tea or something. And then we'll just add our pot, and you guys will see, and we will have like the best cup of hot coffee ever. And it beats the heck out of whatever this is.
Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete.
And voila, we have a fresh brewed cup of coffee, but it is so hot. That Mr. Coffee machine was taking no prisoners. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for that to cool down a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go through my skincare. I didn't bring everything when I travel, and I usually don't. I usually just have like the works at home and then the necessities here. So I will show you guys what I have been using lately. Allie put me onto this company. So I switched to this company in particular because Allie told me about them, and she's like, girl, you have to try it out. So I did, and they are cruelty free, and that like sings a different song to me. I just love it. Like all of my cosmetics, like all my makeup company and stuff, like all my products are cruelty free. So Allie had told me about this company, and I was like, girl, I have to try it. So I have been using Tula. So I'm gonna use their 24/7 moisturizer, and then always, always, always a sunscreen. And then last but not least, I use these vitamin C brightening drops. Allie said that this changed her skincare game. She loves it, so I was like, yes, girl. There we go. She is beauty, she is grace, and she is moisturized to the gods. So I'm gonna let that like sink into my skin for just a little bit, and we're gonna try this coffee out. Please don't burn my tongue. It's just so good. It's just so good. It's like one of those things when you know like you're not gonna have to ruin your day with a bad cup of coffee in a hotel room. We'll do my makeup in a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my Dawson Airwrap. Now, This thing sells out like nobody's business. Like once I got back from Germany, I was trying to order it and it was completely sold out. I just could not imagine my life anymore without it. And I know that's very dramatic, but I just couldn't. I was like, my life is forever changed by a Dyson Airwrap. Once it was there, I ordered it on Sephora. Now the long barrels, I think there's like 3 different kinds of long barrels. This was the only one that I've ever seen come back in stock the entire time. Like I've been stocking it because there's 2 other types of long barrels. I can never find them. So I just got those for my hair. I'm gonna plug this in. So I just got those for my hair, but I just couldn't go back. I needed this so bad. I will link any of this stuff down below for y'all. So if you guys see this, pick it up. It's well worth it. Okay, this one, the arrows tell you the turn. So I'm still, it's like the L, you know, when you're going left and right, you gotta figure it out. So this one goes this way, so it's to the right side of my head. So, and it just locks automatically in place and we're good to go. You just turn that little button on and that is it. Now, if you check out the barrel, you're gonna notice it's a little bit of a tighter curl. And I like a little bit more of a bouncy, a looser curl. So what I tend to do is I tend to curl my hair and then immediately like kind of like put my fingers through it, brush it a little bit out of the hair so then it's a little bit looser. And then lastly, I'm gonna be using this travel hairbrush. I love it. I showed it to you guys in one of my Amazon videos. Now, when you open it, it does look a little intense. It looks like that's gonna be a ripper, but it's like the most gentle hairbrush ever. Start down the bottom, up to the top, and it's great. So I'm gonna use this. We're gonna curl my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, get repacked, and head on out to go work our 2 flights. So let's get started.
I got my eyes on you, and you got no clue what I'm supposed to do. I can't help myself. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete.
Okay, so this is what I mean. And I just kind of do this. Now, sometimes if I like the curl, like let's say that this was a little bit wider, I wouldn't brush it off so instant because you're kind of loosening up the curl as it is. But because I like that more bouncy, loose curl, I'm gonna do it here. Also helps a little bit to take a little bit thicker sections than you would if you wanted the curl exactly as the barrel. So if I really wanted this curl, I would do a little bit smaller sections than what I'm doing right now. So that's this side. And then as you can see, I curled away from the face. So now to do this side, I'm gonna switch the barrel out. Just pop it off, pop it on. And then I will brush out and do this side.
No, you wouldn't take what's not yours. If you know who I am, when the night will fall, I'll haunt your dream.
Okay, and voila, we are done. Like I said, it's gonna, looks a little George Washington right now. It's gonna like brush itself out and start looking better throughout the day. But I am gonna add a little bit of dry shampoo to the roots just to kind of give it a little bit of extra volume. And now let's do that and move on to our makeup and just kind of, I'll just be doing this a little bit. So we'll just kind of like wring it out a little bit.
Till I'm complete.
Okay, I don't know why I'm like this, but it doesn't matter how much time I give myself. I will take it all the way down to the wire to the last 5 minutes and be in such a hurry. So I am sorry about that. I was gonna film up my makeup for you guys, but that did not happen. I just dropped my badge. Okay, so I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff together and head downstairs so we can go work our 2 flights with all this energy we got from the coffee now. I am ready to go. My food is packed up, my bags are packed up, so let's get out of here.